Welcome, my name is Reverend Annie Bachelder. I am here to be of assistance to you in many, many ways, usually inspiring, fun, humorous, and expansive. I'm a channel, a divine light, Akashic channel. I've been channeling since 1988. I have a guide named Anubis, the Egyptian god who assists in the embalming of the dead and who weighs your heart against a feather. And if your heart weighs more than the feather, then you have to go back and do another life. If your heart weighs less than the feather, then Anubis escorts you to the afterlife. And so Anubis is very well trained in the human necessities and how to be a human and what it means to live as a human. And Anubis also is trained in the heart, matters of the heart, and also helps us understand our connection with the divine. Very powerful being, very kind, very funny, and has been with me for these 37 years, or it's been. Anyhow, I also channel the Akashic Beings of Light. They are my guides in the Akashic Records, and they help me channel my book, Bringing Forth Soul Consciousness, an Akashic Records Guide to Living a Fulfilled Life. And it teaches you how to open the Akashic Records, your Akashic Records, and explore in a lot of different ways. Very helpful, handy ways. It teaches you how to listen for your soul's voice, teaches you how to hear the wisdom of the Akashic Beings of Light, or your own spiritual team, which are called your masters, teachers, and loved ones in your Akashic Records. Very powerful way to get information about yourself, your life, your soul's purposes, your needs being fulfilled. Very powerful. The Akashic Records are just a huge resource, and there's something I think we should all be able to access because it's so useful. So, I also channel the multitudes and the divine. The Great Creatress is what we call her. So what I'm here to do today is tell you about a new opportunity. I'm opening what's called the Divine Portal. It's a membership situation where you, each month, have an opportunity to learn skills, experience expanded states of consciousness, grow into the soul that you already are, kind of let your personality develop into the soul that you are, so that you're being your divine self in physical form and expressing divine characteristics, soul level characteristics, soul qualities, and using that innate wisdom, especially in the Akashic Records. Now, the Divine Portal is kind of a soul sorcerer academy. It's a helpful, useful teaching opportunity for me to work with you on a lot of different levels. It's an ongoing experiential educational growth opportunity, soul growth, personality growth, spiritual growth. Believe me, I like to play in the outer realms of the universe. And I go there very easily, and one of the capabilities that I have is I create a divine portal of consciousness so you can go to So the first divine portal will introduce ourselves to the group and get to know each other a little bit, because we want to know who we're walking hand in hand on this spiritual path together with. Get to know each other. So just simple things like where you're located and why you decided to join the divine portal. Then I'm going to teach you how to talk to your crystal and how to hear your crystal talk to you. So when we learn with one crystal, you can do the same format with other crystals. And I'm going to teach you how to open the Akashic records of your crystal, and it'll give you some grounding in how to open the records, and it'll be different than opening just your own Akashic records. I think it'll be just enough detached from the personal, because sometimes channeling for yourself is difficult, but channeling something that's not you, but is in your world and an influence on you, is easier. And you can ask questions and receive information. That's the whole point, right? Ask questions and receive information. That's what channeling is all about. And information and energy are two separate but very uniquely united, harmonized elements. And we'll be going more deeply into that in this divine portal. So the next thing I'll do in this first class is to take you into a past life where crystals were an important element. And we'll just explore. We're going to find out some very interesting things. And so you get to use what my guides call your spiritual imagination, along with your spiritual heart, which is the largest heart function that you as a human being, as a soul and a body, has. Very big, very strong, very influential. So we're also going to fill in with things like special events utilizing energetic effects of planetary shifts, like this morning's new moon in Scorpio ceremony. And this recording of this event will be part of the library in the divine portal that each member can access as many times as you want for the life of your membership. So we'll do planetary shifts, moon ceremonies, will balance your energy, will adjust to these fast changing times, and help keep your physical self up to date with your spiritual self. So things are going at the same rate and harmonized and working together. And so that you're making changes in a conscious manner, not sort of being battered about by change itself, but really making conscious changes. We'll be developing skills and skill building along with understandings and experiences in higher consciousness, in the consciousness of the Akashic records, in the consciousness of your soul, in the consciousness of your spiritual team, in the consciousness of a guide you might have. These are skill building exercises and opportunities that allow you to know what is around you, who's on your team, how do they help you, what's going on here, and how can you maximize these opportunities, because change is afoot and change we will. It's really good to be able to understand what is from the guides and what is just some kind of murky, seems like there kind of maybe sort of would be a feeling of that, it's what's really going on here. And getting real, solid, grounded information that you can root into and grow from. And it's very experiential. I want you to have all the great fun in these energy realms that I have. And believe me, when we do this as a group, the liftoff is fantastic. Couldn't be more fun. If you ask me, this is where the rubber meets the road and the fun begins. And how to raise your vibration. Like, what does that mean? Well, we'll have practices and experiences of how to raise our vibration and how that functions in us. What's your energy and what's not your energy? And how do you distinguish between the two? And how do you expand to include maybe an energy that you're not interested in absorbing, like at a cellular level, but you don't want to be in a state of resistance against, because that takes your energy and your consciousness down and requires you to have to pay attention to things that you're resisting. Okay, that makes sense? That's why diets don't work. Lifestyle changes work. Diets don't. Diets are temporary. Lifestyle changes are, this is it now. This is how we're doing it. So how to respond appropriately and how to maximize energies that are present that may be puzzling, and enable ourselves to be lifted up through those energies that are present, but a little bit different. New energies, new frequencies coming in. We can play with all 13 energetic Akashic Records exercises in my book, Bringing Forth Soul Consciousness, an Akashic Records Guide to Living a Fulfilled Life. All 13 of these exercises are at the end of the book, as are the prayers, affirmations, invocations, and so forth that are used throughout the book. And it's a little easier than trying to figure out if this exercise was in chapter 13 or in chapter 22. You know, I just thought, you want to go somewhere and find it easily and effortlessly. Let's just put them all together at the end, as well as sprinkled throughout the chapters in the book. And each of these exercises is valuable in learning to live as your soul, to hear your soul's communication. It's invaluable into understanding the energy that you're receiving, perhaps from your future self, or how to let yourself out of the judgment jail, or feeling your soul's energy and consciousness in your body. Yeah, we're bringing the body with. We have a body, we're in a body, we're bringing it with us into the higher realms and making our bodies fluid and flexible and able to experience different consciousness, even as our minds and our consciousness travels throughout the planets and the greater universe. There's a lot of good information and energy in this book. Very good tool to have in your world. You can contact me and we'll set up a way for me to send you an autographed copy with a special note written inside just for you on the inside cover. And get the workbook also, the Bringing Forth Soul Consciousness Companion Journal. You get both for $40. And this has all the questions written out for you, because each chapter you open your Akashic Records and then you read the material, absorbing it at that higher plane of consciousness that is the Akashic Records. And then at the end of the chapter, there are interactive questions for you to respond to in writing. And when you write your answers, you are literally telling yourself what you learned, you're expanding on what you might have taken in a subtle way, but you're making it far more conscious. And you tell yourself what you learned. You explain to yourself, I had this image, and then it turned into this, and I had to sense that, and it was very clear that such and so was going on. You sort of tell yourself what your experience is. Remind yourself. And this it validates your experience for one thing. You validate your own experience by writing about it. And it utilizes the 3 levels of the use of the word in the Akashic records. The most strong use of the word is the spoken word. The second strong use of the word is the written word. And the third strength is thought. So spoken, written, thought, in that order of importance. And so you start using all 3 of these. And then, all the questions and the chapters are written out for you with spaces to make your notes, so that you can have one place to record your notes from your experience in reading and utilizing this book and the tools in it. So we're going to use those 2 things in this class. And I want you to start to play with prayer. Other people write prayers and they get taught to us, but maybe you have your own prayer, your own special way of saying to yourself, divine, come be with me. Soul, come be with me. Show me your light. Show me your consciousness. Show me your beauty. Invite me to the inner realms with you. What words say that for you that you can share with others? And maybe even you write it out, and you try it out, and you road test it, and then a couple weeks later you go, what, there's a couple words I gotta change in here, and it makes things work. It's kind of like polishing a poem. Anyway, and I believe prayers spoken out loud are very powerful. First off, it's the spoken word, really powerful. Second off, you're writing it, and then you're combing it, you're grooming it, you're polishing it, you're improving it. You're taking this out and putting that in and remodeling it. It can go on, believe me. But I think it's important that we all know how to pray. And working with prayer is important. It's been a part of every form of spiritual study throughout history. And so you might as well have some capacity to generate your own prayers. Maybe it's very spontaneous. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's written out and it's very, very rote. And feeling the words as being energy correct. No prayer. It's powerful. And it gets you talking to the divine. Really? Don't you think it's time we talked with the divine? Don't you think it's time we were on speaking terms with the inner indwelling divine? It seems so natural that we should be in communication with the divine all the time. Let's practice. Let's get good at it. Let's do it. Prayer's one way to do it. It builds trust in your own abilities and in your spiritual team. All right. we're going to have, I'm all about the experience. I'm all about sensing the energy and being in the energy that is present and maximizing that. As a channel, it's very much spontaneous. It's what's going on now and what's relevant, what is most meaningful right now. And so there will be some spontaneous channelings, I'm sure. I can hear Anubis going, oh yeah, we can't wait to fill your ears with divine love. That's what Anubis is saying. We can't wait to fill your ears with divine love. Doesn't that sound good? Unique channeled guided meditations to organize and enhance your energy and to send light to needy people that transforms places on the earth that have been damaged by humans. Ah, there's a mission. We have the ability to repair our and our ancestors' damages, utilizing the energetic planes that are not limited by third dimension time-space concepts. Okay, is this good enough an invitation for you to play with? The other things we'll be doing is we'll do topical and timely channeled sessions with Anubis, the Akashic Beings of Light, the Angelic Healing Conclave, that's another crew that I channel, the Multitudes, and the Great Creatress. I use some of Lisa's, I can use some of my daughter Lisa's topics. She's wrote down about 900 topics that would automatically fulfill any needs for this divine portal activity. It's going to be a 2-hour, once a month thing, meeting on Zoom, and it's personal. Spirituality is personal. And you're going to say things like, well, I don't know if this is right, or if I'm dumb, or, and it's like, you're not. You're investigating your soul. You're investigating your spirituality. You're investigating your relationship with the divine. There's no dumb questions. There's really nothing that is off limits. And you get to ask me questions. I've been at this a long time, and I can share with you a lot of divine guidance and help you along the way, get you over some of the stumbling blocks, and give you some confidence in what you're hearing, what your sense of knowing is teaching you. So these are going to be like mini classes. How to open your Akashic records is one of them. We might even dabble in introduction to the divine self. We might be doing mini body and soul explorations. We're definitely going to play in past lives. We're definitely going to be talking to our future soul and what's going on in our future selves. So if that gets boring, I can always pull out like a prayer book or other spiritual teachers that I have really benefited from and return to again and again, and we'll go with that. But I think that will get us going at least for a good year, don't you? So this is how you sign up. You go to my website, anniechannels.com, and then you go to the Divine Portal in that top menu, the top of the website, and you register yourself as a member. There's 2 different memberships that you can sign up for. One is only $44 a month, and you get everything that we do on the monthly meetings, and probably then some. If I know myself, there'll be more than what is promised. And you get a discount on the 1 question voice recorded channel to answer. You can send me one question, and rather than paying $28, you pay $22. And I channel an answer for you. And I am surprised at how complete these answers are. There is a lot of material in these answers. There's a lot of covered in these answers. And so they are highly, highly useful. So you get a discount. You will also get your choice of color combos and your own expand to include coffee cup. These are treasures. And my daughter Lisa made them in a whole different variety of formats and color combinations, and they're just beautiful. And it just reminds you to expand to include everything, not to be in resistance, not to get stuck in the either or, us against them, yes or no, good versus bad, little duality paradigm. You're bigger than that. You are eligible for more information and more experiential experiences than that. Your consciousness is big enough to accommodate that. So that's the $44 membership. So you sign up for that. You're going to input your credit card. You'll be charged automatically every month. That's going to happen. But it's an investment in your soul and in your spiritual growth and having a really, really good time on the energy planes with me as your guide. And the second type of membership is the $66 membership, the deeper dive, as we call it. And this includes, you get discounts on all the 60-minute phone and Zoom reading styles. If you want an Anubis channeling, if you want a chakra clearing, if you want a divine energy healing with the angelic healing conclave, if you want to look at real estate to buy or rent and go into deep the Akashic records of that particular location or 3 different locations in one session, so that you know which piece of property blends with your energy and has the most potential and to support you and what you're up to at a soul level and at a personality level. If you need a pre-surgery preparation session, you get a discount on that. 15% off of all those 60-minute services for the $66 a month membership. And, I'm probably going to throw in stuff. I mean, sending out prayers, so that you have a copy of the prayers involved. Sending out supportive materials that will help you and will let you continue your studies, continue delving deeper into your Akashic records on certain topics. There's a lot I can share with you that you'll love. Anyway, I want you to join my divine portal. I think you deserve to be part of it. It's going to be the last Tuesday of the month. And the first session will be December 30th. December 30th from 5 p.m. Pacific time to 7 p.m. Pacific time. Now, every now and then, I run a little over rather than a little under. So your dinner's going to get a little colder if you're on the Pacific side of the timeline. Anyway, $44 or $66. It's up to you. How much can you receive? How much are you willing to give yourself on a monthly basis to learn, to be, to hear, to know your own soul? You're one of mine. Let's play. Let's play. So go to AnnieChannels.com, Divine Portal, and then read the material and get yourself signed up in there. You're going to have to create a little profile, input your credit card, blah, blah, blah. And then you'll have permanent access to everything in there. Yep. We're going to play like you wouldn't believe. It's so much fun. It is really rewarding. And if you have any questions, my email is anniechannels@gmail.com. That's anniechannels@gmail.com. Oh, or you can text me at my phone number, 415-846-2412. 415-846-2412. All these numbers have been personally selected just because I like them. All right. I will talk to you again, especially if you sign up. Go do it now.